Hello, dear viewers. Thank you so much for joining me. I want to read a little bit on Trump's reaction to all those boos and even the portion of the crowd at the fifth game of the World Series that erupted into lock him up, lock him up. Oh my gosh. It took him a little while to figure out what was going on, it seemed like to me, but he didn't look happy at the end of that. I wonder how he's dealing with it now. I mean, the fact of the matter is, he's introduced this to American politics, to the public debate, to the public involvement in American politics. He's introduced this, and now it's coming back. So what is his reaction to this? We have the Three of Swords. I mean, the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords. He's like, so what? I'm going to win. That's what he's like. He gets mad. He gets mad. He gets like, well, I don't care about them. And that's how he's been in his campaigning, hasn't he? We get the Two of Swords. The challenge is to make a decision. The challenge for him is to make a decision. Is he going to allow this to change some of his own rhetoric now that it's come back to haunt him? Or is he not? I kind of think not, but we'll see. We have the Page of Cups below it all. The Page of Cups. Yeah, that's just, okay, so below, a lot of times in a Celtic cross is sort of in your subconscious, underneath it all kind of thing. And so, goodness, you don't want to see a page there when you're looking at a president, you know? So the Page of Cups is immature, impulsive, led by emotions. He can be delightful because he can flip from one thing, let's have fun with this, to the other. But he can also be tantrumy, you know? So, yeah, so that's in his subconscious. We have not much depth there. In the past, we've got the Lover's card. Oh, my God. He's got an affair going. He met this person this last weekend, that meant. And he was feeling good. He was feeling good. And then this happened. And then he got mad, determined. The Hermit above, also isolated. He's feeling more and more isolated. He didn't talk about this with anybody. He doesn't want to talk to the press about this. He is sort of wanting to hide a little bit, or highly structure his time in front of the cameras. He doesn't want to even be asked the question. In the immediate future, we have the King of Cups. Oh, for God's sakes. You know, is he going to have a conversation with Putin about this, actually? I kind of wonder. I kind of do wonder. Of course, King of Cups doesn't always have to be Putin, but right away, that's what I thought as I laid the card. Like, he talks to that man, you know? Goodness. Okay, so, whoops, sorry. Rid of the matter. The Hierophant, government. The Hierophant, yeah, is also about sometimes feeling kind of constricted by doing what you're expected to do. I feel like he would love to punish these people. He would love to say a lot of really terrible and negative things. He would love to. His initial response is to punish the people who attended that game, you know? Like levy punishment against the city or the state somehow. That's his initial feeling. Although, who do you punish, you know? Who do you punish? There's lots of out-of-towners in town, right? But that is the root of the problem. He doesn't like it. That bothers him. The Four of Cups. Yeah, it's a message he is not receiving. He is not taking it. He is saying, no, I will not hear that. The fact that there are a bunch of people who are that unhappy with him. The fact that it's a possibility that he could go to jail. He's not hearing it. Page of Wands for hopes and fears. So he's just got a new idea, a new goal. There's no depth to his understanding of what happened, his understanding of how it affects him, his understanding of how it motivates his approaches. It's just page of wands. Oh, I got a new idea. I think he wants revenge. I think he gets a new idea, like some way to somehow punish or try to keep people from doing that or something. I don't feel like this new idea, it's in the hopes and fears section. I don't think it goes anywhere. Because I think this is when he comes up with his dictatorship ideas, his kingly ideas that are then he's told, no, you cannot do that. 7 of Cups for the outcome. Just a lot of illusion. I feel like that's confusion too. Very often we get that card with him, don't we? This 7 of Cups. And a lot of times it's the illusion he's peddling to try to spin this thing. But this time, I feel like there's some confusion too. There's some, oh yeah, and sometimes that card comes up when people are using too much chemical of some type or another. Yeah, I wonder. He's definitely going to sort of habitual ways of thinking and operating that are a comfort to him, that make him feel empowered, that are really unhealthy. Okay, and clarification, hope. Then he gets his unrealistic hope. I'm going to be hopeful. So he builds himself up. That's the response to this. And the Page of Swords. He's going to have stupid tweets. Okay. So there we go. But I wouldn't worry about him being able to retaliate. He just is doing the same thing he does. I don't know if he uses that Adderall yet or any other stimulant. People have said he does use that. So that could be 7 of Cups. But this can also, I think he gets on a sort of power high too. He gets people around him, his yes people around him to build him up. He does that kind of thing when he's feeling torn down a bit. And he will never, ever admit that he's feeling that way. So he gets some unrealistic hope there, though. Yeah, it's not real hope because this wasn't the outcome. This is the clarifier for that outcome. 7 of Cups, confusion. All right. Well, I don't think he benefits from having had this experience with any greater insight. But we shall see what comes of it. If he makes any threats to try to retaliate, I don't think that comes of anything at all. It's just odd that he thinks he could. It's just really weird. This is why we have the Hierophant as the root of the problem for him, the root of the matter, because he doesn't like being constrained. All right. Well, I thank you all so much. It was a little bit of satisfaction, I think, for those who would love to see the man out of office. And that's about what it was. Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.